Good morning to all of you. As a part of I.I.T Foundation series, we will start the classes from 8th onwards. Okay, this is only numerical physics channel, so I would like to give more information about different kinds of numericals, how to solve in easiest way. Okay, please encourage me and subscribe my channel. Okay, it may better it leads to serve better to students who are not able to go to corporate colleges and etc. Okay, I hope you may encourage me. Okay, once again, thank you very much. We will start now. First question is 1 picometer is equal to what? How many nanometer? This is the question. Actually, this series is starting from grand tests. That means three topics are combined. In these 3 topics, there are 20 questions are supposed to be taken. By this way, we would like to know how to solve numericals in easiest way. That is the main motto. So that I am not go to lecture classes. Only I would like to take only the numericals, how to solve the numericals, different kinds of numericals. You can solve more and more number of numericals. It may give confidence, okay, to attend the examination. That is the main motto of this young minds prep. The prep means physics resolve every problem. That is the main motto of this channel. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now let's go to our class. What is that? 1 picometer is equal to how many nanometer? This is the question actually. Okay, you have to know 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer is equal to what? 1000 picometer. This is the relation between nanometer and picometer. But he is asking 1 picometer is equal to how many nanometers? So from this I would like to take 1 picometer is equal to 1000. Doing cross multiplication, you get that means 1 nanometer by 1000. So it may write 1 nanometer by 10 cube, isn't it? 1000 means 10 cube. When you go to the numerator, how much value? 10 power minus 3 nanometer. So 1 picometer is equal to what? 10 power minus 3 nanometer. Okay, right. The second question. The ratio of SI unit to CGS unit of area. First, you know what is area. Area. Okay, generally it may like length into breadth. Okay, what is it? Area is equal to what? Length into breadth. We know very well length and breadth both are measured in terms of what? Meter only in SI system. Okay, so in SI system of unit, okay, length breadth are measured in terms of what is in meter. Okay, therefore area equal to what? Meter into meter. How much? Meter square. Same physical quantity area in CGS system. What is that? Length breadth are measured in centimeter. In what? In centimeter. Therefore area is equal to what? Centimeter into centimeter equal to what? Centimeter square. What is asking? The ratio of SI unit to the CC unit. That means SI unit of area to the CGS system of area is equal to what? In SI, area is equal to what? Meter square. In CGS, area is equal to what? Centimeter square. But you know one thing, 1 meter is equal to what? 100 centimeter, isn't it? So I have been convert meter into centimeter. So 1 meter equal to what? 100. That means 100 centimeter whole square, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. But here say 1 meter square. So 100 centimeter square by centimeter square. It may write like this. 100 means what? 10 square, isn't it? Square by centimeter square. So square means what? 10 square means 10 power 4 into centimeter square by centimeter square. So these two are cancelled. So answer equal to what? 10 power 4. Okay, that's it. The third question. The length, breadth and height of a cuboid are in the ratio 3:2:1 and its volume is 48 meter cube.
then the length of cuboid is, okay, first we draw the cuboid shape. Okay, this is a cuboid. Okay, this is length, this is breadth, and this is what I say, height. Okay, right. This cuboid volume, what is the given volume of a cuboid, is equal to what? 48 meter cube. Okay, you know, volume of a cuboid is equal to what? Length into breadth into height. Okay, volume of a cuboid is what? Length into breadth into height. Okay, but this length, breadth, height are distributed in the ratio of 3 to x. So let length, breadth, height are distributed, okay, are in the ratio of how much? 3x, 2x and x respectively. Therefore, volume of a cuboid, what is that? 3x into 2x into x. Okay, what is that? 6x cube. This 6x cube is equal to 48. Therefore, 6x cube is equal to what? 48. That implies x cube is equal to 48 by 6. What is that? 8. 6 1 ja, 6 8 ja. Okay, therefore x cube is equal to what? 8. It may write like this: 2 into 2, 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. So it may write what? 2 cube. So x cube is equal to 2 cube. That implies x is equal to what? 3. X is equal to what? 3. Therefore, length of cuboid is in the ratio of 3x. That implies what? 3x. Equal to what? 3 into, okay, x is equal to what? 2. X is equal to what? 2. So 3 2 ja 6 meter. Okay, right. Right. The fourth question, the value of sine square 31 plus sine square 59 is, okay, according to trigonometric identity, from what is the trigonometric identity? What is that? Sine 90 minus theta is equal to what? Cos theta. Sine 90 minus theta equal to what? What is it? Cos theta. Okay. Therefore, it may write sine square 59 is equal to sine 90 minus 59. Sine 59 may write like this. What is it? Sine 90 minus, okay, sine 90 minus 31. Sorry, sine 90 minus 31. Okay, so sine t minus 31 is equal to what? Cos theta means what? Cos 31. Okay, cos 31. Okay, so that evaluate it. Therefore, sine square 31 plus sine 59 equal to cos 31. So it may write cos square 31. Okay, cos square 31. Okay, so now using Pythagoras, by using what? Pythagoras identity. What is that? Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to what? Therefore, sine square 31 plus cos square 31 is equal to what? 1. Okay, that implies, it means what? Sine square 31 plus sine square 59 is equal to what? 1 only. Okay, right. This is the answer for this question. Okay, right.
Right, the fifth question. If 3 tan A is equal to 4, then the value of 1 plus cot A by 1 minus cot A is equal to how much? This is the question. Okay, what is given? Given 3 tan A. 3 tan A is equal to what? 4. Okay, that implies
tan A is equal to how much? The 3 is brought into this side, that means tan A is equal to what? 4 by 3. Okay, you know, one of the trigonometric identity, cot A is equal to what? 1 by tan A. 1 by tan A. That implies what? Tan A is equal to 4 by 3, that means 1 by 4 by 3. So its value is equal to what? 3 by 4. So cot A is equal to what? 3 by 4. Therefore, the required 1 plus cot A by 1 minus cot A is equal to 1 plus 3 by 4 by 1 minus 3 by 4. What I am doing here, I replaced cot A by 3 by 4. That implies doing LCM, 4 is LCM, 4 plus 3 by, this is what? 4 minus 3 by 4. Isn't it? Right. That means what? 7 by 4 by 1 by 4. So it may write 7 by 4 into 4 by 1. 4 is cancelled. That means required is equal to what? 7. Sixth question. 1 minus cos square A into secant square A is equal to how much? Okay. You know the solution for this question from one of the trigonometric identity, from trigonometric identity. What is that? Sin square A plus cos square A is equal to what? 1. Isn't it? Now this cos square brought into this side. Therefore, 1 minus cos square A is equal to what? Sin square A. So I can replace the 1 minus cos square A by sin square A. Therefore, 1 minus cos square A into secant square A is equal to, you know, 1 minus cos square is equal to what? Sin square A. That implies, what is that? Is equal to what? Sin square A into, what is that? Secant square A. Secant square A. Okay, but you know, secant square A is reciprocal of tan square A. Therefore, it may write, sorry, cos square A. Sin square A into what? 1 by cos square A. So it may simply write sin square A by cos square A, which is equal to what? Tan square A. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. The seventh question, a particle moves from A to B for the first 1/3 time with a speed v1 and the next 2/3 time with the speed v2. Then its average speed is, to see, this is the total path, okay, in between A and B, supposed to be covered by the particle. A particle moves from A to B. Okay, so for the first 1/3 time, that means the total time taken to cover this distance A to B is covered by the body in 3 segments. Okay, this is what the entire time is t. So from A to 1/3 is taken t by 3 time. It covered with a speed v1. Rest of 2/3, that means what? 2t by 3. This distance covered with the speed what? v2. That is given in the question. Then it's average speed. Therefore, average speed. Okay. Average speed is equal to what? Total distance covered by total time taken. Okay, here to see distance is not given. Okay, therefore to see entire distance, what is the entire distance is s by, that means s by total time is what? T. Okay, here s is equal to not given, so s may be taken in terms of velocity and time. Why? Because from definition, what is it? Speed is equal to what? Distance by time. That implies distance is equal to what? Velocity into time, isn't it? So this 1/3 distance
this 1/3 distance covered with the speed v1 in time t by 3. So the first 1/3 is nothing but what I say, velocity v1 into t by 3. The rest 2/3 distance is covered with the speed v2 into time 2t by 3. 2/3 distance that is given. Okay, this is the total displacement. Therefore, average speed. Therefore, v average speed is equal to what? Total distance. What is that? v1 t by 3 plus v2 into 2t by 3 by total time t. So it may be right like this. From this t taken as common, this is equal to what? v1 by 3 plus 2v2 by 3. This is 2v2 by 3 after t taken as common by t. So this is cancelled. So v average is equal to what? v1 plus 2v2 by 3. So this is the answer for this question. The 8th question, a person covers a certain distance at a speed of 60 km/h and return to the starting point at a speed of 40 km/h. The average speed in km per hour for the whole journey is, okay, to see the question may be understood by a figure. What is that? Suppose this is point A and this is point B. Okay, what happened? A person covers this certain distance at a speed of 60 km/h. So this is the v1. Suppose 60 km/h and return to the starting point. So later what happened? He start his journey from B to A. Okay, but in return journey, his speed is equal to what? Differ from initial. What is that? 40 km/h only. So the average speed is, average speed is equal to what? Total distance covered, total distance traveled by the body by total time taken. Here to see, in this given question only velocities are given. So average velocity may be converted in terms of velocities only. Okay, here to see what is the total distance. Suppose A to B is a x. Later B to A is also what? Same x. So total distance covered by the body person is equal to what? X plus x. For this total time taken is equal to what? Say called t. But distance is not given. So from definition of velocity, what is the velocity? Velocity is equal to displacement distance by time. So that implies distance is equal to what? Velocity into time. So I would like to take x is equal to what? v1 into t. Okay, this x is equal to what? Same, v2 into t by total time taken. Why I am taking t is same? Because what is the first distance, first velocity? 60 km per hour. That means he covered 60 km in 1 hour. In return journey he covered 40 km in the same 1 hour. That's why t becomes what? Same. Okay, t plus t. That implies t plus t, total time. For A to B is t, B to A is also what? T. So equal to what? v1 plus v2 into t. From this I would like to take t is common by 2 into t. T plus t, 2t. So t is cancelled. What is given? Finally getting v1 plus v2 by 2. v1 is given what? 60 km/h. v2 is equal to what? 40 km/h. So 60 plus 40 by 2 equal to what? 100 by 2. That implies what is it? 50 km per hour. So this is the answer for this question. The 9th question, the speed of a body. This is the question is asking. What is the option? Must be negative. Second one is maybe negative. Third one is negative, never positive. D, never negative. Okay, to see what is the speed of a body? Speed is equal to distance traveled. Distance traveled by time taken, okay, to cover the distance. That is equal to speed is equal to distance by time. Suppose a body start from point A and return to the same point B, same point, starting point.
Okay, here what is the total distance covered by the body? What is the total length of the path covered by a body is nothing but its distance. So distance is a scalar. So it is not possible to getting negative. So it is never negative. Okay, so always positive, distance covered by the body is always positive. So positive by a numerical, time is also a scalar quantity. So some value is divided by another value, always getting, what is that? Positive only. So must be negative, it is wrong. Maybe negative, it is wrong. Never positive, it is wrong. Okay, never negative, it is the correct option. Okay, right. That the 10th question. A train traveling at 5 meter per second speeds up to 10 meter per second in 4 seconds. The acceleration of the train is. Generally, you want to ride your bike. There is no hurdles are present in your path. Generally, you can raise your accelerator. So why? Because rise accelerator speed up for that speed up, isn't it? Like that. A train is traveling at a speed of. So initially, it is traveling with a speed of what? 5 meter per second. Okay. But later it is changes from 5 to 10, that means final velocity equal to what? 10 meter per second. The time taken to increase from 5 to 10 is how much? 4 seconds. Therefore what is the acceleration? Therefore acceleration, what is acceleration? Change in speed by time, that means change in velocity by time. Okay, that means what? Change in speed, that means what? Change in velocity, change in velocity by time taken, change in velocity by time taken. So what is the change in velocity? v2 minus v1 by time t, which is equal to what? v2 is equal to what? 10, v1 is equal to what? 5, time is equal to what? 1. So what is the value? 1 by 4, 5 by 4. So the answer is equal to 1.25. What is that? Meter per second square. Okay, this is answer for this question. The 11th question. A body starts from rest and moves with an uniform acceleration. The ratio of distance covered in the nth second to the distance covered in n seconds is. Okay, here once again into the question. A body starts from what? Rest. Okay. So what is its initial velocity? 0, and moves with uniform acceleration. Okay, so when a body is moving with uniform acceleration, when a body is moving with uniform acceleration, okay, we have 4 set of equations. You know, v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to et plus half at square, v square minus c square is equal to 2as, and distance covered in the nth second, Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half. You know very well. Okay, by using those 4 set of equations, we solve this question. So when a body is moving with uniform acceleration, distance covered in n seconds, the distance covered in n seconds, okay, is obtained from s is equal to ut plus, okay, what, half a t square. Okay, here yes, these are distance covered in n seconds. Okay, is equal to what? U is equal to what? 0. Why? Because body starts from rest, so 0 into something is 0. So s is equal to half into acceleration a. Time is equal to what? In n second, time is equal to what? N. So of n square. This is equation 1. Similarly, the distance covered in the nth second, the distance covered in nth second, what is that? Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half, isn't it? But here u is equal to what? 0. Therefore Sn is equal to what? A into n minus half. This is equation 2. What is asking? The ratio of distance covered in n, distance covered
the ratio of distance covered in nth second to the distance covered in n seconds. Distance covered in the nth second. Nth second is equal to what? 2. It implies what? Doing 2 by 1. That equal to what? Sn by s. Sn is equal to what? A into n minus half by s is equal to what? Half into a into n square, isn't it? So simplify this. Okay, what is that? A into 2n minus 1 by 2 by half into a into n square. It is simply write like this. 2 take outside, that means a by 2 into what? 2n minus 1 by a by 2 into n square. Simply write. A by 2 is cancelled. The answer equal to what? 2n by n square minus 1 by n square. That implies, what do you get? 1n is cancelled, that means 2 by n minus 1 by n square. This is the answer for this. What is that? 2 by n minus 1 by n square is the answer for this question. The 12th question, a particle is moving with constant acceleration from A to B, okay, in a straight line AB. If u and v are the velocities at point A and B respectively, the velocity at the midpoint C will be, okay. To see, suppose this is a straight line AB, okay. What is given? A particle is moving with a constant acceleration. The particle is moving with a constant acceleration A, okay, along a line AB. If u and v are the velocities at A and B, suppose u be the velocity at point A and v be the velocity at point B, that is given in the question, okay. The velocity at the midpoint C will be, so he asking what is the velocity supposed to be the body having at point C, which is at midpoint of the path AB. This is asking, okay. But what is the hint is given in the question? The body is moving with constant acceleration. So from equations of motion, okay, while the body moving with constant acceleration, okay, acceleration A is, what is that? V square is equal to what? U square plus 2as. So I want to say velocity at point C, that is called velocity at point C, that is called Vc square is equal to, u is the initial velocity at point A, that means what? U square plus 2 into A into, yes, actually the point C is at a distance what? X by 2. Suppose the total distance in between A and B is equal to what? Say x, but C is the midpoint, so the distance between A to C is equal to what? X by 2. So it cover how much distance? X by 2. So its velocity at point C is equal to what? Vc square is equal to this one. This is equation 1. Okay. Similarly, the velocity at point B is equal to what? V. Okay. And also, okay, the distance between C to B is equal to what? X by 2 only, isn't it? So from equation of motion same, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. V square is equal to what? Final velocity at point B. That means what? V square is equal to, u means what? Velocity at point C. That means what? Vc square plus 2 into a into what? X. The distance between C to B is equal to what? Same, x by 2. Okay. So from this I would like to take, that implies this 2a x by 2 keep it here, but vc square brought into this side. So what is that? V square minus vc square is equal to what? 2a into x by 2. 2 into what? X by 2. Substitute, okay, in equation 1. Okay. Therefore vc square is equal to u square plus 2ax by 2 is equal to what? 2ax by 2 equal to what? 2ax by 2 is equal to what? 2ax by 2 is equal to what? This much. So I would like to replace v square minus vc square. That implies this vc square brought into this side. That means what? Vc square plus vc square is equal to what? U square
plus v square. That implies 2vc square is equal to what? U square plus v square. That implies vc square is equal to what? U square plus v square by 2. That implies vc is equal to what? Under root u square plus v square by 2. Okay, so this is the solution for this question. This is the answer for this question. Right, thank you. Okay, the 13th question. An athlete complete one round of a circular track of radius r in 40 seconds. Okay, what will be his displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? Okay, actually the athlete is moving in a circular track of radius. Suppose this is the center of the circle, this is the radius r. Suppose the person start from point A. Okay, so what happened? He takes 40 seconds for completion of one rotation. That means, okay, so in 40 second, what happened? He completes one complete rotation. That means one complete rotation. Okay, in next 40 second, he completes two rotations. In next 40 seconds, what happened? That means in next 40 seconds, that means okay, he completes two complete rotations. Okay, in next 40 second, he complete what happened? 3 rotations. He complete 3 rotations. Okay, actually, what is the time taken? Given, what is that? Given time, what is that? 2 minutes 20 seconds is equal to what? Total 2 6 120 plus 20. That means total time is equal to 140 seconds. That means the next remaining, how much time is remaining? 20. That means in last 20 seconds, okay, he reached. That means in one rotation, okay, it reaches the same point, first rotation. In second one also complete and again reaches the same starting point. 3 rotations, same point in 40 seconds. But in next 20 seconds, what happened? The person reaches exactly opposite point of his starting point. That means he reaches opposite point. That means this is r. This is equal to what? Also r. So in next 20 seconds, he reached opposite position from his starting point. Okay, therefore the shortest distance between two opposite points of a circular track is equal to diameter of the circle. Therefore, what happened? Therefore, displacement. Therefore, the displacement. What is that? A to opposite point B. This R. So displacement equal to what? R plus R equal to what? 2R. So this is the answer for this question. 14th question. A ball is dropped freely. The time taken by the ball to cover a distance of 80 meters is. Okay. A ball is dropped freely means what? The body is freely falling body. Suppose this is a ball. Okay, is dropped freely. So any freely falling body having initial velocity equal to what? 0. That means every body falls freely. Its journey starts with 0 initial velocity. So it covers some distance. What is the distance it is supposed to be covered in the given question? 80 meters. Okay, this is the final destination of the freely falling body.
which is equal to what? 80 meter. So what is the time taken? It is nothing but what I say, time of descent. So from equation of motion, what is that? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Actually this is an equation moving with uniform acceleration. So a body dropped freely, it travel due to gravitational pull. That means it is the best example of freely falling, uniformly accelerating body. So S is equal to what? 80 is equal to, you already given 0, okay, into t, time, plus half into a is equal to what? In the given question, a is equal to what? Plus g equal to what? 10 meter per second square. That's already given in the given question. Half into a means what? 10 into t square. 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja, isn't it? That means what? 80 by 5 is equal to what? T square. 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja, 5 I brought it to this side. That means 80 by 5. Okay, so what is the value? That implies 5 1 ja, 5 1 ja, 60. That means what? That implies t is equal to what? Root 60 is equal to what? 4 seconds. Okay, so that means in 4 seconds the body reaches, okay, I mean covers 80 meter from his free motion. Okay, right. The 15th question. A particle starts from rest with a constant acceleration, okay, at a time t seconds. The speed is found to be 100 meter per second, and 1 second later the speed becomes 150 meter per second. The acceleration of the particle is asked. Okay, you see what is happening? A particle starts from rest. That means what? Its initial velocity equal to what? 0. Okay, particle is moving with uniform acceleration. Particle moving with what happened? Constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. So we can use the 4 set of equations of motion. Okay, what happened? At time t second, the speed is found to be 100 meter per second. So after time t second, velocity v is equal to what? Found to be 100 meter per second. 100 meter per second. Therefore, from equation of motion, v is equal to what? U plus a into t. That implies v is equal to what? 100 is equal to what? U is 0. Why? Because particle start from rest means what? Initial velocity equal to 0 plus a into time t. That implies 100 is equal to what? A into t. This is equation 1. Okay, next what happened? And 1 second later the speed becomes what? 150 meter per second. That means after time, already its journey time is t. Okay, later 1 second later, that means after time t plus 1 second, velocity v is equal to what happened? Increase it from 100 to 150. That means v is equal to what? 150 meter per second. So use the same equation of motion. Why? Because the body is moving with the constant acceleration. Therefore, from same equation of motion, v is equal to what? U plus a into t. That implies v is equal to what? 150 is equal to u is equal to 0, because our consideration with respect to starting point. So u plus a into t. Time is equal to what? T plus 1. So expand this, therefore 150 is equal to 0. That means what? A into t plus a. But a into t is equal to what? 100. That implies 150 is equal to what? 100. I replaced 100 instead of 80 from equation 1 plus a. That implies 50 is equal to what? A. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, right. So acceleration is equal to what? 50 meter per second square. That's it. The 16th question. The ratio of the distance through which a ball falls in the second, third and fourth second is. And also some additional information is given in the question. What is that? Initial velocity of the ball is what? 0. Okay, to see. The ratio of the distance through which a ball falls. So falling means it is a freely falling body. So from equation of motion, what is that? From distance covered, from distance covered in the nth second, distance covered in the nth second by a body falling freely. Why? Because its initial velocity equal to what? 0. Okay, from distance covered in nth second by a body falling freely is Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half. That implies Sn is equal to u0 plus a is equal to what? G. Why? Because freely falling, n minus half. That implies Sn is equal to what? G into what? N minus half. What is asking? The ratio of the distances through which a ball falling in the second. If n is equal to what? 2. Okay, if n is equal to what? 2, that implies S2 is equal to G into n means 2 minus 1 by 2. That implies S2 is equal to what? G into 2 to the 4 minus 1 by 2. That implies S2 is equal to what? 3 into G by 2. Next, if n is equal to what? 3, that implies S3 is equal to what? G into 3 minus 1 by 2. That implies S3 is equal to G into 2 3 is 6 minus 1 by 2. That implies S3 is equal to what? 5 G by 2. Okay, later if n is equal to what? 4th, that implies S4 is equal to G into 4 minus 1 by 2. That implies S4 is equal to G into 2 4 is 8 minus 1 by 2. That implies S4 is equal to what? 7 G by 2. So what is asking? The ratio of the distances through which a ball falls in the second. That means S2 is to, S3 is to, S4 is equal to what? 3G by 2 is to 5G by 2 is to what? 7G by 2. That implies what? 3 is to 5 is to 7. That's it. The 17th question. The resultant of two forces whose magnitudes are in the ratio 3:5 is 28 Newton. If the angle of their inclination is 60 degree, then the magnitude of largest force is. What is given? There are two forces. Okay, this is F1. This is called what I say? F2. Let us consider. Okay, the angle of inclination between them is given. What is that? 60 degree. Okay, their ratio is supposed to be 1. You don't know what is that. First one is called 3x, second one is called what I say? 5x. The resultant of these two forces is what? 28 Newton. Okay, so the resultant of two forces, the resultant of two, here force is a vector, so the resultant of two vectors is obtained from parallelogram law of vectors. What is that? R is equal to what I say? F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. You know very well this equation. Actually, the resultant of two vectors is calculated by using three laws. What is called? Triangle law of vectors, polygon law of vectors and parallelogram law of vectors. Okay, here we can use the parallelogram of vectors. What is given r? R is the resultant of these two vectors. What is given? 28. That implies 28 is equal to f1 is what? 3x whole square, f2 5x whole square plus 2 f1 3x into f2 5x into cos 60 degrees. That implies 28 squaring on both sides. That means what? 28 into 28 is equal to 9x square plus 25x square plus 3 5s are 15. 15x square into cos 60. Cos what? 2 3s are 6. 6 5s are 30 are 2ab. That means what? 30. 30 x square into cos 60 is equal to what? 1 by 2. That implies 28 into 28 is equal to 2 1 ja 215. So 25 plus 15. So what is in here? What's that? 9x square plus 25x square plus 15x square. What is its value? 30 40 49. 49 x square. That implies 28 into 28 by 49 brought into this side. 49 is equal to what? X square. This 49 may be written like this. That means 28 into 28 by 7 into 7. Isn't it? 7 7s are 49. It implies x is equal to what? 28 by 7. So 7 1 ja 7 4 ja. So x is equal to what? 4. Therefore f1 is equal to what? 3x. That implies what? 3 into 4. What is that? 12 Newton. And f2 is equal to what? 5x. 5 into 4. 5 4 ja 20 Newton. So what is the magnitude of largest force? This 20. So answer equal to what? 20 Newton. The 18th question. If angle between A bar and B bar is pi by 3, then angle between 2A bar and minus 3B bar is. To see what is given if angle between A vector and B vector is what? Pi by 3. That means, for example, this is vector A and this is vector B. So this is given. What is that? Pi by 3. That means what is the angle between two vectors? The angle between two vectors is measured by adding, okay, tail to tail. Okay, that is the angle between. So the smallest angle, actually we may measure the angle between from like this fashion as well as like this fashion, isn't it? But you may followed only one, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. But here to see, this is not the correct process to made angle between two vectors. Always smallest angle, possible smallest angle is represent the angle between two given vectors. So later what happened? This is pi by 3. Later what happened? The angle between 2A bar. That means the magnitude of vector A is increased by 2 times, but there is no change in direction. So this is equal to what? 2A bar. Next, 3B bar. But you know, minus 3 bar. Actually, B vector is in this direction. If 3B bar means what? This is the 3B bar. But what is given? Minus 3B bar. That means the opposite. Same in magnitude, but direction is opposite. So this is what? Minus 3B bar. This is minus 3B bar. Okay. So what is the angle between 2A bar vector and 3B bar vector? So, you know, this is the smallest one, isn't it? But earlier you can take in anti-clockwise, now we take in clockwise. Why? Because when you take, this is the angle which is the largest. But how you should calculate the angle between given two vectors? It is always smallest angle, so that the value from here to here is what? Pi. This is equal to what? Pi by 3. So angle between 2A bar and minus 3B bar is equal to what? From here to here. From here to here is what? pi. Total is what? Pi. Already this is pi by 3 times less. That means what? Pi minus pi by 3, which is equal to what? 3 pi minus pi by 3 equal to what? 2 pi by 3. This is the answer for this question. The 19th question. Two vectors have magnitudes 3 unit and 4 unit respectively. What should be the angle between them if the magnitude of the resultant is 7 unit? Okay, what is given? Let's say vector p is its magnitude. What is it? Mod p bar is equal to what? 3 unit. Okay, and another vector whose magnitude, say bar q, equal to what? 4 unit. Okay, their resultant r vector, its magnitude is also given. What is the unit? 7 unit. Okay, and what is asking? What is the angle between these two vectors? Angle theta is equal to how much? This is asking. Okay, if two vectors, their magnitudes are given as well as their resultant is also given, we have an equation, we have a theory. What is, you have a theorem. What is the parallelogram law of vector theorem is give for calculation of angle between those two vectors. So from resultant vector, okay, magnitude, from resultant vector magnitude, obtained using okay, parallelogram law of vector. What is that? R square is equal to, or otherwise r bar is equal to, that means resultant of two vectors. Result, suppose this is vector p, this is called vector q. The resultant is okay given by the diagonal of the parallelogram as two vectors taken its two adjacent sides. So this is what I say, r bar. Actually the angle between p vector and q vector is equal to what? Q. You want to calculate that angle. So r is equal to what? P square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So square on both sides, r square equal to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Okay, now substitute all the values. R is equal to 7, that means 7 into 7, 49 is equal to p square. What is that? 9 plus q is equal to what? 4, 16 plus 2 into 3 into 4 into cos theta. So 49 is equal to 25. What is the 25 plus 2 3 is 6, 24 cos theta. Okay, so 49 minus 25 is equal to 24 cos theta. That implies 49 minus 24. What is the value? 24 equal to 24 cos theta. That implies cos theta is equal to what? 24 by 24 equal to 1. When theta is equal to 1, when what is the value of theta? Then cos theta is equal to what? 1. Cos 0, isn't it? Isn't it or not? That means that implies theta is equal to cos theta is equal to what? 1. Then when cos theta value equal to 1, if theta is equal to how much? Either 0 or 90. 0 or 90. Tell me what is the value? Okay, right. So theta is equal to what? 90 degree. Sorry, cos 0 at theta is equal to what? 0 degrees. So this is the answer. The 20th question. If three vectors A, B and C are 12, 5 and 13 in magnitude such that C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar, then the angle between a vector and b vector is. Okay, you know, from parallelogram law of vectors, parallelogram law of vectors. Okay, in these parallelogram vectors, you want to know the magnitude of a vector, say called C. Here C is a resultant of a vector and b vector, so C is equal to what? Root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. You know very well. Okay, here you want to calculate angle between those two vectors. Okay, so if you see, C is equal to what? Root over a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, when you say cos theta is equal to 1 into 1, that implies what? Cos theta is equal to 1. That means C is equal to what? Root over a square plus b square plus 2ab. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Why? Because cos theta value, you can say, let's say cos theta is equal to 1, so cos theta equal to 1, so you can write a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, that implies it may write like this, a plus b whole square, isn't it? Therefore C bar is equal to what? A plus b, simply. Okay, that means cos theta is equal to 1. When here cos theta is equal to what? 1, that implies theta is equal to how much? 0 degree. How much? 0 degree. That means vector A and vector B in the same direction. Then only, okay, C is equal to what? Simply A bar and B bar satisfies the given condition. That means angle between, therefore angle between given two vectors is what? 0 degree.